Welcome to another edition of Rants with Big Jim. As you can tell, looks like I'm in a bunch of, but there's stalls behind me. And do you need to be told what the stalls are made? Let's put it this way. I'm going to be talking about the throne. Every man has his throne. What am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Throw the throne up there for me. I want them to all see what my throne looks like at my house. I'm all set. Internet, telephone, printer, you name it. I could tweet if I wanted to, but I don't. All right, now we're back to me. Every man has a throne. Some people like to read newspapers, magazines. Some people just like to have their coffee. Some even smoke cigarettes while they're in the bathroom on their throne. I don't smoke inside. But what I do when I'm on my throne, I ponder. I ponder things. I don't read. I don't listen. I sit there and I question Big Jim's mind of different things and what are the meanings behind them. Happen to write down a few, so I'm going to let you know. You know, I want to do the sound effect thing one more time because it really looks like I'm in a stall. Ready? And this is all you have to do when you're at ACT. You ready, Matt? I'm going to like that. Haste makes waste. Does that have anything to do with this? I don't think so. Anyways, listen. So I ponder. And these are things that puzzle Big Jim. Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle? It amazes me. Why doesn't it stick inside the bottle? And why do they call it a TV set when there's only one? You may have one in the bedroom and in the living room. We're not talking that. We're talking about, they say that's your TV set. There's only one there. I don't understand why that, but when it rains, why don't sheep shrink? That often makes me wonder a little bit. And when you drive on a parkway, but you park on a driveway, do you hear where I'm coming from? These are just things I don't know. Here's a classic one. Why are a wise man and a wise guy opposite? They're both wise. Why would you call them the opposite? Why do you overlook and oversee mean the opposite? Puzzles going through my head. If the whole world is a stage, then where is the audience sitting? Don't tell me you never heard that line before. If love is blind, sometimes I wish it was. If love is blind, why is... I can't pronounce the name. All I can think of is the night. Lingerie? Is that it, lingerie? Yeah, see, I'm so discombobulated on these puzzling thoughts. If love is blind, why is lingerie so popular? That's what I want to know. And if you're cross-eyed and have dyslexia, can you read all right? That's a good question. Why is a bra singular and panties plural? You know, some of these you women can answer, some of these you guys can answer, or whatever. I just want answers to these logic things. Why do you press hard on the buttons of your remote control when you know the batteries are low. But you'll sit there and you'll get up and change the batteries. Do you need to be told these things? Obviously, some of you do if I'm pondering about them. Why do we put suits in garment bags and garments in a suitcase? And how come the word abbreviated is such a long word? We all know what an abbreviation is. Why is it a long word? You don't know? Neither do I. That's why I'm asking these questions. I want you to get back to me too and let me know. Now, is it good if a vacuum really sucks? That's one that I often wonder. You could use that in a couple of variations. Hey, you can get one of these community corner with big gym cups. Be the hit of the office. Go to actv23.com and you can buy all kinds of stuff from ACT, Community Corner, Big Gym. We won't give you the beverage, though. All right. Why is the third hand on a watch called the second hand? Who came up with that idea? I have no clue. Now, if a word is misspelled in the dictionary, how would we ever know? Got you on that one, didn't I? Speaking of the dictionary, if Webster wrote the first dictionary, then where did he find the words? They didn't come from me because I mispronounce them all the time. There's probably not one show that I haven't mispronounced a word or said something out of context. Like lingerie this time around. Lingerie. You know, and it's spelled, let's go back to that one here. Lingerie. How does that sound like lingerie? I would put like a lounge airy for lingerie. But that's just me. All right, where were we? The layout. Now, when we say something is out of whack, can you explain to me what a whack is? I know some teachers, my dad, used to whack me up against the head. That's the only whack I know. Well, now you thinking that that's my problem? Because I got whacked in the head so many times when I was little. You know, when I went to school, I graduated high school in 1973. When I went to school, even in my senior year, teachers were allowed to give you licks. And that was a paddle. They take them to the shop class and drill holes in them for more leverage. And they used to swing like a baseball. Boom! They would have you go up in front of the class. Now, this is just for acting up, being the class clown or chewing gum. I don't know. They had all kinds of reasons on why they would give you licks. And you'd have to bend over and touch your ankles. And the teacher would stand behind you, sometimes with both hands on that paddle, and give you like 5 licks. I usually got 10. Because I would look at the class and kind of like chuckle. The teacher didn't like it that much, so he gave me a few extras. But after a while, I would wear 2 pair of underwears because I knew I was going to do something that day. It didn't help. It really didn't. All right, let's get back to this now. Whack. So what is a whack? I know what a quack is. Seen one too, and he didn't do much good for me. Why does slow down and slow up mean the same thing? You've heard people go, slow down. You've also heard people say, slow up. Why? Why? Now you know why I use the word discombobulated so much. It's because of these kind of things that are going through my mind all the time. Why does fat chance and slim chance mean the same thing. And you've heard these say it before. Fat chance Big Jim will ever have a TV show and be popular. There'd be a slim chance if he sticks around. It's the same thing. So would you please, for me, don't use the word fat. If there's a choice that you can use, fat chance or slim chance, for me, if you're talking to me, can you use the word slim? It makes me feel better. I did lose like 100 pounds, and I felt like the big trimmed Jim. I'll never be slim. Heck, when I was born, I was 12 pounds, 13 ounces. God bless my mom. She swore up and down never more after me. But please, if you have a choice to say fat chance or slim chance, use the word slim. You might make a friend and not an enemy. Okay. Why do tugboats push their barges? Why wouldn't they be in front of the barge pulling them? They don't, they push them. So why do they call them tugboats? And there's usually more than one. Why do we sing? Oh, I love this one. You know, I got my Red Sox hat on. I was told to take it off because you can't see my eyes, so I just put it on backwards. I'm not trying to be a rapper or anything. Justy Beats can take it from there. But anyways, when you're sitting at the ball game, I think it's like the 7th inning stretch or something, they start singing, "Take me out to the ball game." Now, why do you sing it if you're already there? Take me out to the ball game. What ball game you talk about? Soccer, football? You're at a baseball game. Why would you sing "Take me out to the ball game" if you're already there? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you need to explain these things? Just don't do, you know, I had a guy sit next to me, and I wanted to just backhand this guy. He had a mustard packet, and I was at Fenway Park, and the guys wear suits, you know, and he took this mustard packet, and as the guy walked down the aisle, he was one of the ushers, whatever, he squirted the ketchup on the guy's back of his jacket. Well, about 20 minutes later, he came back down that same aisle, and he was just kind of doing one of these numbers, you know, looking. I did one of these things. 3 guys came up and took that guy out of there. Don't be doing stuff like that. If you want to throw peanut shells, that's one thing. I'd thrown a lot of peanut shells at the ball game myself. I was aiming for the ump. But don't squirt mustard and stuff like that on people's clothing. Come on. Have some decency about yourself. How many minutes am I down to?
About 2.
About 2 minutes. I have to close this up. Okay, why do they call stands when they're made for sitting? You know, like you're at a game or NASCAR or something, there's the stands, but you sit. I don't understand that. And why is it called after dark when it's really after light? You know what I'm saying? Because after light comes dark, so why would you say after dark when it's really after light? I don't know. And then I'll end with this one. Doesn't expecting the unexpected make the unexpected expected? There's no logic. Let me repeat that one more time, please. Doesn't the unexpected make the unexpected expected? Rants with Big Jim. We'll catch you next week right here on Community Corner with Big Jim. Season 7's going to be jam-packed is all I can say. There's going to be a Big Jim bonanza. Not banana, bonanza. Keep it real.